No, it doesn't seem empty or anything. Vallexia. It was a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We are subject of gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. You look stunning in your new outfit, as usual. Vallexia covers her mouth with her hands as she gives an elegant little laugh. Ha! I certainly couldn't go out wearing the same dress as last time, could I? Ah, I would have bought you. Moreover, I would have bought myself. Ooh, is that the echo of Deskari? Shamira's voice rings out through the hall. All rise. The proceedings will now begin with the dispensation of forced justice. I, Shamira the Ardent Dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of persecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind fate. All the participants are obliged to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now, our first case is brought by the assassin Dogwood against the bodyguard for hire Catrol. Dogwood accuses Catrol of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. The excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil 3 assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. Vallexia is more interested in having a conversation than in watching this sham trial. You know, my dear friend, after our last... Vallexia pauses playfully. Visit to the Battle Bliss, I've been thinking a lot about the customs of Golarion. Despite our differences, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions, except when it comes to... Valexia's eyes widen with excitement. She utters a word that is foreign to the Abyss, as you are. Interesting. To love. It is common knowledge that demons know nothing about love. So, why don't you explain it to me? Ah, maybe that's the part what she wants to get out of us. A new sensation. The mock-off of love or something. I think both the good and the chaotic option would be fitting for Logan. So pure and uplifting, cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains, and passion, physical attraction, something that pushes you to do all kinds of crazy things. I would lean slightly toward the first one. It is a pure and uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains. Vallexia stares at you with wide eyes as she repeats your words. Pure and uplifting feeling. How intriguing and how unfamiliar. Our passions are tempestuous, and our feelings stem from the darkest depth of our souls. But you say this feeling is pure. Fascinating. Oh boy. Also interesting that the trident hit by the trident at the side and the head pops off. Growling with rage, Control the bodyguard has his chest chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars in its approval, and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. It is not true that love restricts freedom. Is it not true that love restricts freedom, and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds? Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires and subordinate them to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasionally regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most horrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide, and isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I am most curious to hear your answers to these questions. I mean, yeah, she's not wrong, I guess. That does happen. Now this time I would go for the chaotic one. I'm against all constraints. Free love always triumphs. As for crimes, well, no one ever said that love wasn't dangerous. Vallexia repeats your words slowly, as if tasting them. Free love. Dangerous. That sounds thrilling and perilous. I love games like that. It's not a game, but maybe for her it is. The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval, and Shamira has to raise her voice to be heard above the noise. Next, we will hear the case of Varsa, the Nose Cutter. He accepted 2 of Illusionira's visitors from another plane, even though the Great Noticula made it clear that they were under her protection. Varsa the Nose Cutter tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his slaves. Then he robbed them and cut off their tongues and noses. Oh, it's one of the fly demons. Looks kinda derpy with the huge eyes. This scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically, But I'm not Varsa the Nose Cutter. I don't know even who that is. My name is Shazal, and I've never been to the upper city. I'm not allowed to enter even though that's where a slave of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all Aasimara's fault. She wanted to buy me slaves at half price and I refused to sell. And now she's taking revenge at me and she plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. It's so odd to talk about love while there are people executed in the background. Just demon things, I guess. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves in one way, and in other times another way. It is contradictory and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad outcomes. And like every living creature, it is bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Isn't that not so? We could gesture to the trial and say, I'm sorry, but doesn't this bother you? True love lives forever. It always stays. It always prevails. Vallexia looks at you doubtfully, but you can see how desperately she wants to believe you. Don't lie to me. I need you to be honest. Do you truly believe that? Don't answer. I can see that you're being sincere. Oh boy. It doesn't really seem like trials, but more like execution commandos. Shamira is to be heard above the scream of Varsa the Nose Cutter. The courts find the evidence of the indicated person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, forced justice requires every sin to be punished, so therefore, I hereby declare that this demon is Varsa the Nose Cutter, and she shall be executed without further delay. Oh boy. Shamira throws a conspiratorial glance at Aasimar, who stands nearby. The latter grins and bows mockingly. Shamira announces loudly, and the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous. Let's listen to that. The crime of sinful mercy. And the offense was further aggravated by an attempt at self-sacrifice. A tiefling is brought forward in chains. Shamira glares furiously at the bloodied, beaten figure. The mortal who stands before you is a descendant of Shazal, a slave trader who died recently. Nice. I think we killed him. A week ago, this tiefling was offered the chance to be an accomplice in the murder of his progenitor Shazal in exchange for a portion of Shazal's slave holdings. However, this mortal refused to participate in such cunning, highly profitable murder, driven by some insane familiar sentiment and a disgusting display of fondness. Shamira literally spits out the last word. He warned Shazal about this possible attempt of his life and personally hired Katrol, one of the best bodyguards at Shamira, to guard his father's life. I think Katrol was the first one who got killed, right? Shamira has to shout to be heard over the indignant clamor of a demonic audience. There's more. During the last attempt on Shazal's life, this mortal, driven by the most disgusting feelings of duty and gratitude for his own existence, tried to cover his father with his own body to save him from the assassin's dagger. We find such actions to be criminally insane and dangerous. Therefore, forced justice demands that we sentence this mortal to death. Shazal's property will be declared destitute of an heir and henceforth accessible to anyone who wishes to take possession of it. The tiefling is too weak to protest, and at a signal from Shamira, he is executed by the guards. Oh boy. Vallexia smiles at you, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She seems uninterested in the drama that just played out before your eyes. Gosh, and Logan is traumatized. Even more. When the whole adventure's over, I think it will be just therapy for Logan, for all his companions. Group therapy. Thank you for our conversation. I expected to find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I'm so glad I decided to come here with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host small receptions for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the upper city. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we could continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be interested in this topic as I am, so perhaps we should finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, dear friend. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to your next visit. Vallexia gives you a dazzling smile and then vanishes into thin air. Curious.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's find out. I mean, so far, well, the days were pretty cool, pretty interesting. I'm kind of waiting for the turning point. Waiting for it all to crumble down. So... where was it? Here. I have to wait for it to get into position. Do I have to take a portal first?
I feel like the chosen one.
I guess so. Are you a portal up? You are a portal up. Right direction. No way to go but up. I'm going now here.
Right?
Now we can go here. So, let's move. Let's see if she's still interested in us. Also interesting that it looks like kind of the entrance to sewers. There we are. Vallexia demeanour has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Yes, our long-awaited guests. The performance is about to begin, and there's so much new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you. She makes this last remark. I guess after such a long time you get bored pretty quickly. So, what entertainments have you prepared for your guests? Her voice carries a note of resentment. And yeah, I thought you were to entertain me, not the other way around. Succubus or incubus? A bard. I guess. Vallexia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvety voice. Vallexia looks tired, and her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up in the Abyss? You're not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world?" Let's whisper to the end of the narrator. What do you think is going on? The hand's voice is grim. This is the finale. The performance is about to end. As I've already told you, Vallexia's temper is volatile, and now you can see the proof of my words. She's grown tired of her new Golarion companion, and will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you should be prepared for a fight. We're now in this wild creature's lair, and our enemies have us cornered. Damn, I did not. Quick save. I bring goodness and light to this dark place. I think if I had picked an answer which was different regarding the tech to the previous ones, maybe I could have bought me some time, but that's enough. All this righteousness makes me sick. What are you? A holy book that comes to life? All you do is lecture me about love and beauty. It's all nonsense. I don't want to hear anything else about Golarions and their feelings. You're all excruciatingly boring. Vallexia snaps her fingers in irritation, and magic sparks fly from her fingertips. The performers who are unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, density, and color. In a matter of moments, they have been completely transformed into a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly, as if lamenting their bitter fate. Oh boy. I don't really think you want to be near her at all, if she's so volatile. Valexia's face contorts violently. Her beauty disappears and her features transform into something wild and animalistic. The jaws expand, revealing her horrible teeth. Guards, kill them! If you can't amuse me in any other way, at least you can entertain me with a fight. Can we fight her?
I'll cheer you on from
Oh, we can. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Cover me, all right?
Let's hope this will work out. I mean, I had some pretty bad dates, but apparently none as bad as this one.
Simply business.
None of my dates ever tried to kill me. Thankfully. Oh.
Victory.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Gosh, so many enemies. I don't know if I can do this. We will see. Ah, great, and we even convinced her to get the bloody freak.
Distract them for me.
I will resist.
I don't think we will. I don't think we will make this. But like at all. How? All the previous fights were so easy. And now this one... we like instantly die? I mean, we don't even really seem to hit.
Getting my retreat.
Try this again. I'm gonna try this again.
Be gone, fiend!
We will see. I don't think this will have a happy ending. Good last save. Let's see how much is missing. I just hope it's after teleporting to them. Attend the reception. Okay, that's not too much. We just have to walk around again. I think the trick might be to use like all kinds of boosts and boost, boons, summons before we enter the Rapture of the Rupture. No, I need to get up first. Here we go. Because I think just doing the same fight again, we will just lose. Because it was over so fast. Oh well. Oh well. On the other hand, I don't even know if the effects maybe wear off. during the dialogue. Okay, quick save.
What's going on here?
And make music.
Let me help.
Pray.
Ask nicely.
Cast. Haste. Griffin aspect.
The odds are against us.
Anything
I
else?
Like that.
I don't think so.
Practice makes perfect.
How long is just one round?
We'll prove
How long is that? One round per level? Okay.
Search for the
Okay, we prayed, so now we can also
I
bless.
am a very popular extra-planar hero from another planet. Why doesn't anyone here believe it?
I don't know. Is there something like Mass 8 or something? Joyful Rapture. Free from any motion effects. Heroism. Cast great heroism on Ulbrig.
The world has suffered enough.
Bless.
I'm here.
I don't think I have more boosts, the thing is. I mean protection from energy and stuff I can use. Mirror image.
You know what you're doing.
The struggles never
Good.
cease.
There we have it. Resist energy communal. Like fire, I guess? Move disease.
Should I?
Okay, if this is not going to work out, then I don't know. I could cast Unbreakable Heart, but I won't cast it on everyone. Cloak of Dreams. Makes this well, I don't want to use that because it's all living creatures. Believe in yourself. Okay. Let's
My
say
will is
we are
resolute.
prepared. So now let's
I
just
feel
go
like
for
the
the
chosen
summons. Summon our Azatas.
I don't
I
steal.
will lend you my
I encourage
aid.
people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
Summon an Elder Elemental. Probably not fire, but like earth, I guess. Should be smart.
I'm your blade.
Allow me.
Yeah. So, if this doesn't work out, I don't know. Come on, be quick. And since we had the dialogue previously, I will not just press everything, or read everything. But I will try to make the same choices so nothing changes. At least we look boosted. Yeah, entertainment. And here we go. Got the furniture, and then the attack. Here we go.
Here comes trouble.
Okay. It could also be that it's smarter to attack those, because they don't have way less HP. That looks better, right? You freak. I think you were pretty mean. Gosh. Look how much damage we already took.
Getting my ass kicked. I'm gonna try this again.
Can't even hear that fast.
I'm gonna try this again.
Okay,
Cover me, all right?
we take back everything. It doesn't seem to work better.
I'm gonna try this again.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Heal. Okay, it looks better. We definitely
Strengthen for me.
came further than before. to heal yourself. On Sosiel. Okay, protect the Canyon. Ah, great, and Sosiel is in his dog form. Oh, I hate this baleful polymorph. Can be removed by the remove curse spell. Yeah, and do you know the remove curse spell? Sosiel. I don't think anyone else knows his spell, so...
Please, help me.
Can Sosiel still heal? He can. Hey, at least that. Let's focus
I will
on
resist. Prepare yourself.
and now on
Time
her.
to share your treasures.
So, we will succeed. Nice. Vallexia regains her beautiful appearance. She wipes blood from her pretty face as she screams desperately, "Mercy! In memory of the sweet memories of intimacy that we share together, do not kill me!" Ah, once again, if we were a trickster, we could play a prank on Vallexia by using her own spell against her. What kind of furniture will you become, I wonder? Let's see if we can still kill her after we get her to lift the curse. Lift the spell from the unfortunate people you've turned into objects. Free all of them now. And this is the praise of my salvation? Why do they explode in acid? Well, they are free, these talented and incompetent idiots. At least in my manner they were of some use, but you can have them if you want. Finian's voice trembles with rage. We're not for the commander. I would have chopped her head off. Turning living creatures into other things is the worst of all crimes. Yeah, Finian. Pot. You know, Vallexia, you've lived long enough and tormented enough people. Nice. Just killed one of the most powerful demons in this city. Okay, the question remains how to turn Sosiel back. I think that was like permanent. Because he definitely can't cast any spells. I don't think anyone else knows just remove curse. And I guess the spell magic doesn't work, right? Oh, it does. Nice. Good job, Woljif. Good job. Okay, let's leave this madhouse. Nice. Oh, I think that's our Azata friend. Oh well.